There's more than one way to get a man.
Michelle wanted to wield power over other people.
Her first.
But sometimes help is needed
She was being Michelle, the sexual goddess.
when what you want is not yours.
Stay away from my husband.
She'd do anything to step on people who got in her way.
Come on, be a man. Get it. Do it.
In the late 1990s, around the clubbing scene of Adelaide, Australia, 25-year-old Michelle Burgess is earning quite the reputation.
Michelle's well known for her bedroom eyes. There are few men that she's laid eyes on who have not felt her bedroom eyes.
I think she knew what she was doing was not quite right, but she didn't care, and she clearly didn't care who knew.
Michelle can give anyone a good time, except perhaps her husband, 28-year-old Darren Burgess.
What's your excuse this time?
Michelle enjoyed living a fantasy life
What's that?
Oh, I got pinched.
You think this is funny?
whereby she's stepping out of being Michelle, the boring housewife and mum, and being Michelle, the sexual goddess.
Don't you laugh at me. Your kid's been up waiting for you. Has it been the footy team?
Oh, get over it. No, get over it.
I will only put up with so much.
Darren wasn't enough for her. She had a number of affairs when they were married.
Darren Burgess was an extremely loyal man, perhaps a little naive, a little too forgiving, but essentially a really good man at heart who really unfortunately married a dangerous sexual predator.
Everyone seems fair game to Michelle. Even her husband's boss, 38-year-old Kevin Matthews.
You can't wait, can you?
Kevin Matthews was a person who liked to be the life of the party. He was the big man around the town.
Kevin wasn't a particularly attractive man. She saw him as perhaps a little bit powerful, as of a higher station than what her husband was, and she coveted him.
Darren is accustomed to Michelle's wild ways. But Kevin's wife, Carolyn, is horrified by this woman's brazen moves.
Cover up. Come on, Darren, settle down.
You keep out of this. If you act like this, I'm going home.
Come on.
What are you all looking at? I'm going then. That's what you want?
Bye.
Each of them was married to other people, so of course this normally is activity that people hide. Not Kevin and Michelle. They were proud of it.
Michelle and Kevin start an affair. And Carolyn's shame deepens.
Hello? Stay away from my husband.
If Michelle feels any guilt, she doesn't show it.
She was very, very selfish. Life was all about Michelle Burgess, and nobody else mattered other than her and what she wanted.
By January 2001, Darren reaches the breaking point. His wife's affair with the boss is the final insult.
You think I'm an idiot? What's this? I'm out of here. It's over.
Darren saw that his wife and his boss had been exchanging text messages and phone calls by the hundred. And that was the last straw for him. He finally decided to leave.
3 months later, Darren moves on, finding a girlfriend who treats him with respect.
The moment another woman came onto the scene, she turned very nasty.
Please come home. Please, I miss you so much.
Michelle doesn't want Darren, but she doesn't want anyone else to have him.
Look, Michelle, we've been through this. You've got to move on.
She was just one of these people who is selfish, self-centred, and it's all about them and nobody else.
Yeah, move on. Is she with you?
Even though his ex, Michelle, had been carrying on with pretty much any guy that walked by, she threatened Darren and the new girlfriend that if they continue seeing each other, they were dead.
You tell her to watch her back.
Michelle doesn't like playing second fiddle to anyone.
And you better watch yours.
And over on the affluent side of town, her lover, Kevin, is staying with his family.
Jeez, you kids need all the soft drink, then I've ruined me beer.
His wife, Carolyn, refuses to have their life torn apart by a brazen hussy.
She had 3 children, she had a husband, she had a happy life in the suburbs. She was not going to have this woman destroy it.
But what Michelle wants, Michelle gets.
Michelle Burgess was a selfish, self-centred, greedy person who thought of nothing but herself. She had the ability to be able to frighten people, that's for sure.
2001, Adelaide, Australia. 27-year-old Michelle Burgess has 2 problems in her life. Her ex-husband and her lover's wife. But she has a plan.
David Key had just been released from prison and was a drug addict and a small-time criminal and a man prone to violence.
She offers a hitman $25,000 to murder her lover's wife and another $25,000 to kill her ex-husband.
Michelle wanted to wield power over other people, and she did.
She even draws up contracts, so there are no mistakes.
Her first. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
Then him.
Two.
You do it?
Yeah.
Michelle plans a new life with her lover, Kevin Matthews. But that doesn't mean she'll stay faithful to him.
Michelle couldn't keep her hands off any man. Not only was she having what turned out to be a very dangerous liaison with Kevin, she also became sexually involved with the hitman.
On July 12, 2001, Michelle and her hitman drive to Kevin's house. When Kevin takes his children to the video store, they seize the moment.
Is your name Carolyn Matthews?
Yes.
Is this your picture?
Yes.
Is this your address?
Yes. Get in! What are you doing?
Carolyn had no idea why her husband's lover and this strange, angry, violent man have suddenly come into her house.
Do it! Kill her. Do it! Do it! Can't be a man! You won't get paid! No, you don't have to do this! Please, come on!
Shut up!
She was not a violent woman. I don't think she actually knew how to defend herself. You can only imagine how terrifying that would have been.
Let's go! Come on!
Michelle creates a horror movie in suburban Adelaide. Tragically, the first to see it are the victims' children.
Mom! Daniel, go to your room. What? Go to your room now. Shane, call 000. Do it!
They arrive home less than an hour after the brutal attack.
My mum's been hurt really bad.
There was a lot of blood everywhere.
The family struggles to do what they can,
Is she responding? No.
but nothing can save Carolyn.
She was stabbed 41 times. Carolyn Matthews had died a very hard and brutal death.
Kevin Matthews seems grief-stricken, but police are soon tipped off to his not-so-secret affair with Michelle Burgess.
You've been having an affair, Mr. Matthews?
No, I haven't, but I've been accused.
And when they check her phone records, they're stunned.
Michelle and Kevin contacted each other by phone 16 times the day of the murder.
She rang Kevin and told him that the job was done.
And that it was safe for him to return home with his boys.
Kevin was in on the murder,
Daniel, go to your room now, go!
and he let his children discover their mother's body.
It shows what a cowardly, craven dog of a man he really was.
It's almost beyond comprehension to think that a father would allow his young children to walk in and find their mother stabbed to death, but that's exactly what Kevin did.
Kevin also knew exactly how to fund this murder.
Carolyn had a $100,000 life insurance policy.
The money from that was going to go towards paying out the contract.
Meanwhile, Michelle's promiscuity leads police straight to her hitman. Under surveillance, she's seen cavorting with David Key. He's skipped parole, so police bring him in.
That day, when they arrested Key, they found one of the murder contracts, a contract on Carolyn's life, in Key's wallet.
Michelle and Kevin were so intent on getting the job done, they were very careless.
Handwriting analysis shows Michelle wrote the contracts. She denies it all. But when David Key learns he's not the love of Michelle's life, he gives evidence against her.
He realised that he was just a simpleton that had been used by someone a bit smarter than him.
In 2003, David Key pleads guilty to murder and is sentenced to 30 years. Kevin Matthews is found guilty of murder and receives life without parole.
He wore this mask of decency of being an upright father and businessman and husband, but he was none of that.
Michelle Burgess also gets life for murder. Her twisted heart blighted so many lives.
3 boys don't have a mother. They have nothing but contempt for their father. Another family have lost their daughter. It's a damn crying shame.
Michelle's power over men was hard to resist, but everyone who fell for her would ultimately regret it.
Michelle liked to destroy everything in her path. Every life she could damage, she was up for it. Michelle is a deadly woman.
Some women want it all,
They were doing very well, and they could afford the lifestyle they had.
but too much of a good thing
She once referred to her life as like being on Wisteria Lane.
leads to trouble in paradise.
Love triangles can be dangerous and deadly.
I want him gone!
2004, in the affluent enclave of Brentwood, Tennessee. Business is booming for Martha and Jeffrey Freeman.
I never thought we'd grow so fast.
Martha and Jeffrey had a company that would do background checks for apartment complexes, employment.
Good morning, Resi Fax.
It appeared that they were doing very well, and they could afford the lifestyle they had.
Martha and her husband Jeffrey appear to be the perfect, happy, successful, middle-aged couple. They were envied.
For 44-year-old workaholic Jeffrey, this is a dream come true.
Jeffrey Freeman was a very nice, likable guy. I would describe his personality kind of like a teddy bear personality.
I'd rather be working from home.
But his 40-year-old wife, Martha, isn't satisfied with her nice husband and prosperous home. She's looking for more out of life.
Martha seemed to have issues, and nobody could find out, couldn't put a handle on what it was.
Martha turns to prescription drugs, thinking they might fill the void.
I don't know that she needed them all, but she took them to keep herself happy, I guess, during the day.
But the drugs can't cure a restless soul. So for some excitement, the couple goes for a night out on the town in Nashville.
Oh, amazing.
It's the 4th of July, 2004. Jeff has booked a room in a hotel for the night, but it doesn't turn out to be the party Martha is hoping for.
Let's stay longer. Let's keep partying.
Jeffrey didn't want to stay and decided he wanted to go back home.
You know, I'd love to, but
He probably wanted to go home and get up early so he could go to church the next day.
Well, I don't.
Martha thought she already had the room. She was going to stay, and she was going to experience the celebration.
In her pursuit of excitement, Martha's about to do something reckless.
I don't know if she was having some type of midlife crisis.
Martha never indicated that she had done anything like this before.
One of the trio is 35-year-old Rafael Roca Perez.
He was from Mexico. He was here in the country illegally. He was a very large, sturdy guy.
In Rafael, Martha finds the excitement she's been longing for. She decides he's more than a one-night stand and dumps her husband for him.
Martha moved out of the house, moved into another local hotel, and had Rafael move in with her.
¿Cómo está usted?
Rafael speaks no English, and Martha knows Spanish. Yet for 6 months in the hotel, their relationship grows stronger.
Martha obtained somewhere some type of a machine, a device that allowed them to communicate with each other.
But then Martha starts running out of conversation and cash.
Do you have any money?
She needs back the husband she dumped.
Please, just give me a moment.
what is there to talk about?
Need to explain.
Jeffrey Freeman was a very forgiving person.
Just want to come home.
How can I believe you?
I'm so sorry.
I believe he loved Martha deeply. I believe he wanted their marriage to work.
Let me come home.
Jeffrey allows Martha back into their idyllic home. But the couple still don't share a marital bed.
She slept in a separate room. Jeffrey stayed in the master bedroom.
Arthur? Why'd you lock the door?
I just got in the habit of living in the hotel.
For Martha, the sleeping arrangements are perfect.
I'm off to the office.
She returns with more than her belongings.
Now, where were we?
Martha moved Raphael in. She had him living in her closet in her bedroom.
Martha's behavior was, well, some would say crazy. Having a man live in your bedroom closet.
Martha feels she has the best of both worlds. A rich husband and a secret lover under the same roof. But how long Can this last?
What did Martha and Raphael think was going to happen? He's living in the closet in her bedroom, and her husband's down the hall.
March 2005, in the upscale neighborhood of Brentwood, Tennessee. For over a month, Martha Freeman has a secret lover holed up in her closet.
How are you?
How do you know?
The closet had a pallet in it, a makeshift bed, food.
Husband Jeffrey sleeps in another room and doesn't suspect a thing.
Jeffrey was addicted to his job, and he spent most of the day, well into the evening, at work.
But on the night of April 10th, Jeffrey hears a strange noise coming from Martha's room.
What the heck? Wait, wake up!
No, Jeffrey, it's all right. It's okay. Who is this? It's just a friend.
He woke Martha and asked, why is there a man in the closet? And that there was an argument at that point.
No more lies. There's nowhere else to go. Just one night.
I'm going out. When I come back, I want him gone.
He told her, I'm going to go walk the dog. When I come back, he better be gone.
Now Martha has to choose. Her live-in lover of a few months, or her forgiving husband of 10 years.
For all the years Martha and Jeffrey were married and what they accomplished in their life, in the end, it meant nothing to Martha. She wanted to do what she wanted to do, and that included getting rid of Jeffrey.
I'm in here.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Is he gone?
Yes. Get down on your knees.
Get down.
He used the butt of the shotgun to beat him with.
Give me the gun. Get back.
I believe it's her idea to put the plastic bag over his head to keep blood from getting on her house.
He was strangled with a large amount of telephone cord that we found with the body.
Martha wanted Jeffrey dead so she could have all the money, all the stuff.
Almost as shocking as the murder is what Martha wants next.
They celebrated by having sex in the living room.
With her husband's body nearby.
The fact that a woman had just participated in the murder of her husband and then had sexual relations shows such a cold, black heart.
Martha's next desire is self-preservation. After betraying her husband, she now betrays her lover.
A man killed my husband.
Martha runs across the street to her neighbor, bangs on the door, and says, "This man has killed my husband."
I know who killed my husband.
She names the culprit as her lover, Raphael. And the police find him hiding nearby. Martha says he murdered her husband alone while she was in the house.
When we asked Martha why she didn't leave the home, make a call, or do something to assist Jeffrey. She said she just didn't have an answer for that.
There's something else that's strange. For someone who is supposed to be innocent, Martha knows a lot of detail of the murder.
In one breath, she's saying, I don't know what happened, but in the next breath, she's saying, well, I know this man murdered my husband. So how did she know that if she wasn't participating in it?
The cops wise up, and Martha soon joins her lover on trial for slaying her husband.
They were both charged with first-degree murder. Martha and Raphael both pleaded not guilty.
In September 2005, Rafael Roca Perez is found guilty of first-degree murder.
Rafael got a life sentence, which in Tennessee is 51 years before you meet the parole board.
Martha Freeman is also found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life. The woman who wanted excitement and got it with drugs, group sex, a secret lover, and murder pays a heavy price.
I'm in here.
Martha was not mentally ill. She didn't hear voices. She was not delusional. Martha liked risk. Love triangles can be dangerous and deadly.
You don't always need hardship
She had every advantage given to her.
to be heartless.
She had a deep-seated need to hurt those around her.
A life of privilege spawns a love of pain.
She became a predator, and she started looking for prey.
Kemi wanted to be bad.
London, England. 6 miles from Buckingham Palace is the upscale suburb of Golders Green.
Some of the wealthiest people in the country live in parts of Golders Green.
The family of 15-year-old Kemi Abdullah is in the millionaire class.
Kemi was born into a very wealthy family. Her millionaire father was a very successful real estate agent.
What makes you do these things? I don't know what you're talking about.
She had every advantage given to her and the security that money gives.
Don't walk away from me, Kemi. I don't care about what you think of me or anyone else.
By 2003, her parents have divorced. Kemi lives with her mother, who receives a healthy settlement.
Despite the fact that Kemi's mother was awarded $6 to $8 million in the divorce settlement, life didn't become any better.
Kemi is an unusual girl. She is single-handedly terrorizing the neighborhood.
She carried out a campaign of abuse against one particular family.
She physically attacked a neighbour who lived in the same street as her.
Kemi jumped out and attacked one man and broke his nose with a punch.
Pakistani lover! You're next!
Additionally, she hurled racial epithets at his wife, and these were neighbors. This was a very good predictor of future bad acts. Kemi wanted to be bad.
Before her sweet 16th, Kemi drops out of school and turns to petty crime.
She was an organised and very adept and prolific shoplifter.
She steals items, then returns them for refunds.
Kemi didn't need to steal anything. There was plenty of money. She stole because it was thrilling. That's why she did it.
But Britain's extensive surveillance network ends her illegal shopping spree.
Kemi thought she was very skilled at shoplifting, but she was arrested 4 times and finally sent to a juvenile detention center for 6 months.
In the lockup, Kemi uses her spare time to try her hand at writing.
She wrote an 18-page document about how to rob and kill old people and make money from it.
Kemi went into gruesome detail in her writings about how to dismember a body, including cutting out the heart and wrapping it in plastic.
So, Kemi, can you tell me what this is all about?
Her words are scaring the center's staff, but she reassures them.
This is just a novel I've been working on. Yeah.
She insisted that the document was purely a piece of fiction because she was planning a novel.
Really?
Yeah.
So you want to be a writer?
Sure do.
Authorities believe her, and after 3 months, they let her back into the community.
Kemi must have been very convincing because this document was so graphic. It's hard to imagine how anyone who read it didn't realize immediately what it meant.
Authorities have no idea what they've done.
Writing it down made it clear for her and made her feel good. This was a very, very important signal for the future.
Kemi!
2005, London, England. 16-year-old wild child, Kemi Abdullah, is out of juvenile detention. But she doesn't move back in with her mom.
I hope you've learned your lesson.
Of course, Daddy.
All right, give me a look.
She moves in with her father.
All right, I'll pack your bag. I'll see you downstairs.
She was released, ostensibly into the care of her father, but also under supervision of social services.
But it's not long before Kemi is back to her old bad habits.
She was involved in organised shoplifting, which was proving very lucrative for her.
Despite her dad's best efforts, Kemi's criminal behavior is getting worse.
He could provide her with a very good life, but that wasn't good enough for Kemi.
Kemi's father noted that she seemed to be becoming obsessed with money.
This way.
To earn quick bucks, Kemi has a few more tricks up her sleeve.
Kemi liked the high life, but she didn't want to live the straight and narrow life to get to it. So she started working as a call girl.
Extras?
Oh, yes, silly me.
Stealing and prostitution aren't enough. Kemi is obsessed by the story she wrote in juvenile detention. She wants to act it out.
She became a predator, and she started looking for prey.
Kemi writes about robbing old people and remembers a friendly neighbor in Golders Green.
Amandel was an 84-year-old Jewish woman, lived in Golders Green all her life, lived there with her husband Leonard, who was aged 81, and they had a very, very good family life together.
Kemi started to observe Anne's house to see the comings and goings.
March 19th, 2005. Leonard Mendel goes out on an errand, leaving his wife home alone. Kemi seizes the chance to visit her old neighbor.
She has selected her victim, an elderly, wealthy woman.
Kemi! Well, I haven't seen you for quite a while.
She's going to get into her house on the pretext of doing a school project. Anne Mendel knew her and wouldn't be concerned.
Annie Mendel would have been no stronger than a young child.
Well, come in here.
Thank you.
It would have been easy for Kemi to overpower Anne Mendel. On top of that, Kemi had the element of surprise.
Her morbid fantasies become a reality.
Kemi decided it was time to start putting her novel to good use.
The severity of the attack is best described by the number of blows that were rained on Anne Mendel with the knife. She had 14 wounds, all of a deep, penetrating nature, to her back and upper body.
Anne Mendel lost consciousness in a matter of a couple of minutes, but it was not until she'd been terrified and suffered extreme pain from all the cuts, the slashes, and the stab wounds.
In her writings, Kemi imagines mutilating her victims and stealing their money. But for some reason, she stops short.
Kemi left the house with nothing. She hadn't actually taken any money, which was, of course, part of that manifesto she'd written about when she was in the institution.
That tells me that's really why Kemi was there. It wasn't the money, it was the mayhem and the murder.
Anne?
When Leonard returns home, he thinks his wife's collapsed and calls for help.
When the police arrived and pulled up the coats, they realized that she'd been stabbed to death.
The attack is so brutal, police believe the killer is a man.
I've never come across a case like this, not even during the 10 years that I was a senior murder investigator, of a woman carrying out a murder of this nature and to this ferocity.
A forensic sweep of the crime scene reveals foreign DNA. When it's checked against England's criminal database, there's a match to a 17-year-old girl who spent 3 months in detention.
The DNA trace that we were unable to obtain led to us identifying Kemi Abdullah.
Kemi is charged with Anne Mendel's murder. At trial, Kemi's novel, perfectly describing the crime, seals her fate.
At her trial, Kemi insisted that she was not guilty and that the document she'd written was nothing more than a piece of fiction.
Fortunately, the judge and jury didn't buy it.
In 2006, Kemi Abdullah is found guilty of murder. She is sentenced to life in prison. with a minimum of 20 years. Everyone is left struggling to explain what drove Kemi to kill.
The judge said that he believed Kemi had wanted to feel what it was like to murder someone in cold blood.
Nothing in her background should be used as an excuse or a rationale. She is just a thoroughly evil person.
Born into a world of money and privilege, Kemi is now among another select group, those who kill for no good reason.
She wanted to be bad, and she accomplished that goal.